Welcome back to the Schlocky Horror Picture Show and the television premiere of Night of the Living Dead Reanimated. I looked up art in the dictionary and it said that art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. I also looked up the word sting and it said annoying little prick. You learn something new every day. What I'm trying to say is money is nowhere to be found in the definition of art. Some might argue that art created for money ceases to be art, but they're all poor nobodies, so who cares what they think? Tonight's film, Night of the Living Dead Reanimated, produced and assembled by my impoverished friend Mike Schneider, is art by any definition, and refreshing. It's a kick in the arts, one might say, if you've taken enough barbiturates, told through a variety of fine arts and animation techniques. Traditional animation, CGI, stop motion, oil painting, watercolour, ink, even sock puppets, Furbies, Lego and Barbie dolls, all synced up to the original audio track. The trouble is, while the film does indeed feature pretty much every animation style under the sun, some of which is very cool and fun, some parts are just eye-numbing. As you know, I hate to nitpick, but they often use still pictures, and it's just like listening to a movie while looking at storyboards. This may seem somewhat lazy, but despite contributions from more renowned artists than I could be bothered naming, Mr. Schneider had to fill in any remaining gaps as best as he could. One key thing to remember is that the movie uses exactly the same audio as the original. A real blessing, because without it you'd have absolutely no idea where you are in the film. While the end result may not be exactly what you hoped for, you have to admire Mike Schneider and the team who had to edit all of this together. I'm sure this job took a few years off their lives. This is certainly the most imaginative idea I've ever seen when it comes to recreating Night of the Living Dead, or any film for that matter, but an idea that's gone a bit pear-shaped in places. My old friend Sigmund Freud once told me that when you watch something over and over again, your mind stops observing and starts recalling the memories that you have associated with its audio-visual cues. When you offer an alternative to these cues, such as new visuals, your mind recognises that there's new information to take in and begins watching it again. Alternatively, it can just be very, very annoying. With that in mind, and aspirin in hand, I now return you to the headache-inducing television premiere of Night of the Living Dead Reanimated.